I had a headache for about a day.
Mike Anderson of Vancouver didn't feel much after the first shot of the Pfizer vaccine, but the second shot was a different story. While many people feel sick or achy, Anderson was one of the
And so I
rare
went to bed
few
about
with a
6:30
severe
or 7,
reaction.
and I woke up at 11 and I was in a cold sweat, just soaking wet. I thought, oh, here's the reaction, right? So, took off my wet clothes and tried to go back to sleep. And at midnight, I woke up a little after midnight, and I was literally paralyzed, muscular, and in extreme pain.
Anderson went to the hospital where doctors gave him medication and monitored him. Months later, he's feeling better.
Wow, so you had a severe reaction.
Yeah. In fact, I'm with Kaiser. I'd had a hip replacement, so I was already doing some physical therapy, and the folks at Kaiser said they'd never seen a reaction like that. And neither in my friend circle, no one has had that kind of a reaction.
And even after all of that, Anderson is more than glad he's vaccinated.
If you could, go back in time, would you still get the second shot?
Oh, yeah. Two main reasons. One is my personal health. I'm diabetic. And secondly is I really wanted to see my family. So, because I've been isolated so long that it was really hard not to see my dad and my grandkids. Sorry.
Many people can relate to that feeling. But in terms of his reaction, again, Mike is not the typical case. Most people have a sore arm, feel tired, have chills or body aches. But that's still enough to scare off some people from getting the second shot. The Centers for Disease Control told the KGW vaccine team 8% of people in the U.S. did not return for their second COVID shot. That's more than 5 million people, and it's twice the rate that skipped their second shot when the data was first collected in mid-February. We're doing better than the national average in Oregon. According to the latest numbers, less than 5% of people vaccinated in Oregon did not return for the second dose after 8 weeks. In Washington, that number is a bit higher. 10% of people who received first doses are more than 7 days overdue for their second dose. Health experts say there could be several reasons for people skipping the second shot, from side effect concerns to thinking their first shot offers enough protection. Don Nolt is a professor of pediatric infectious diseases at OHSU.
They were never meant to be once and done. You may have a high level of protection after the first dose, but that protection drops off very sharply in a few weeks. The second dose allows that protection to be revitalized and to last a lot longer.
What does it mean when you experience those side effects or when you don't feel great after that second shot?
So having some side effects after the vaccine really is a normal reaction and shows that your body is building up protection. The immune system also causes inflammation, and that's why at the site of your shot, you may get a little soreness, and that's the immune system causing inflammation, which is a good thing.
If you don't feel sick, did it still work?
Yes, there are a lot of reasons why people may or may not have this or that side effect, but in the end, the protection will be very good.
As for Mike, he said most people won't feel at all like he did, and he'd still opt for the second shot.
I mean, I'm the kind of one in a million that had this kind of a reaction. I wish I was that lucky in the lottery. But so for 99.999% of the people, probably not going to have more than a sore arm and maybe feel crappy for a day or so.
I'm Kristen Severance, KGW News.